I'm not gonna lie, I was extremely excited to see this movie today because I love watching Denzel Washington play characters that seek justice and seek revenge, and in this brand new movie called The Equalizer, it looks like he was gonna do more of the same, and I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that fact. I know this is based on a TV show, I think from the 80s or the 70s or maybe earlier. I'm not really sure. I never really actually watched the TV show, so I don't know how this compares to the TV show. But I was really just extremely excited because not only is this Denzel Washington doing what he does best in movies, but it's also, I believe, the first time he's actually working with the director of Training Day, Antoine Fuqua. I apologize if I got that name wrong. I really like him as a director. I've liked most of his movies, and I even liked his last big, bombastic action movie, Olympus Has Fallen. I think they're making a sequel to that, but I think it's a new director. Anyways, in this new film, The Equalizer, Denzel Washington plays the Equalizer. But in the beginning of the film, we get to know him in a more quiet, intimate approach. We really don't know what his background. He has a normal job. He has a normal routine that he keeps, though there's something in the back of his mind. There's some sort of tragedy that happens that throughout the film we actually get to know, and throughout all the actions that happen in this film, through him and through others, we get to know what happened to in his past, and we get to know why he's on this journey now. He's pretty much the star of this film. There are characters in this film. There are other actors. There's some people that have extended cameos that I didn't know that were in this film. And then there's Chloe Grace Moretz, who has an essential part of the plot, though it's her part of the movie is kind of centered to the beginning of the story. And with this story, they become friends. Denzel Washington, his character, and Chloe Moretz become friends. She's a prostitute. She works for the Russian mafia. When some major stuff goes down involving her and him, he gets involved. Well, I should say the Russian mafia gets involved way over their heads because I don't think they're a really good match for the wits and the experience that Denzel Washington's character has. I don't think they're really a really good match for them because this movie established that Denzel Washington is next to a superhero. Almost more experience than Batman. He doesn't have superpowers, but he has a lot of skills, like Liam Neeson's skills in Taken. But that's not my complaint about the movie. I think Denzel Washington holds his own. He is great to watch in the movie, and for me, he was the only reason I was actually enjoying my time while watching this movie. The movie is 2 hours and 12 minutes. And it really suffers with a really weak story and some really, really terrible bad guys. The villains in this movie just can't hold. They just can't hold up to Denzel Washington's character. I don't think they have a chance in hell to ever be in really a true competition. And that's what I think is the fault of this film, is that you just really don't believe in the bad guys. I really liked the way this movie started. It really started like it was going to be some pure character-driven story. We know eventually we would get to some sort of revenge or seeking justice aspect of the movie. What the trailer suggests, I mean, it happens in the trailer, you know, and The Equalizer, if you've seen the TV show, it probably involves a character that is somber to himself, has a routine, but he's always, you know, helping out the little man or woman. And you get a sense of this, and it happens in the story, but I just never felt any danger for Denzel Washington. And I think that is one of the major faults of the movie. You never feel like Denzel Washington is going to be really in any danger. And I believe this is probably going to be a franchise, though I have to say, even though I didn't really like this movie, I would welcome a franchise. I would like to see this character happen again. You can go on IMDb. It says they're making Equalizer 2, so that's really no spoiler. And I would actually like to see this character again. Now that we've gotten this story out of the way, hopefully we can give Denzel Washington a really compelling backstory, or what should I say, some characters to really commit to, in a sense that he should seek revenge for those characters. But I would rather see him fight against a villain or a group of villains that really stand a chance. I didn't feel like the characters in this film, the villains, were written well at all. I think the screenwriter focused more on his energy on writing for Denzel Washington and giving him some really great backstory. You get to find out what happened to him in his past and through other characters. that wasn't a problem. And I liked his delivery, and I liked the way he had the action in this film. He was really good with the action in this movie, but I felt like when he was matched up against these bad guys, they didn't have a chance. And it's just not that memorable either. I felt myself like I wanted to check my watch a few times, and I think the running time of 2 hours and 12 minutes is pretty bad too. I think the movie should have been 30 minutes longer, a little tightened up. The pacing was off, the tone at times, though the movie does look great. It looks great, the music is fine. I think it's directed well, but I think the script is the weakest, especially when it comes to the villains. I mean, if you want to root for the hero, you got to have some really amazing villains. So when the hero brings down those villains, you're just like, yes, eating your popcorn, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But I never felt that way. So I would only say, see this movie for Denzel Washington alone. He's the best reason to see it. He's the only reason to see it. I liked his performance. I didn't like the movie. I kind of liked the movie, mainly because of Denzel Washington. And that's about it. And for that, I'm going to give The Equalizer. Hopefully, if we get a sequel, it'll be much better than this. We've gotten this all out of the way, and hopefully we'll get a better story next time. I hope. Because Denzel Washington, he's a great actor, and he deserves it. And for that, I think he deserves a better movie, initially with this film. And for that, I'm going to give The Equalizer 2.5 stars out of 4. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook. Please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePod.com, and if you've enjoyed this movie review, please click right here. Subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life, and I will talk to you in my next movie review. Bye, everyone, and peace be with you, my friends.